This conference will now be recorded.
We'll do some tasks. Okay. As we have understood the Excel structure, so we'll try to do some tasks. So what is the first task? The first task is to add new data, editing and copying and changing columns, widths for customer services data. Okay, so this is what we are
This con
Sir, I think your audio is not working, sir.
Can you all hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, sir, but
Can you?
your voice is very low.
Now it is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. The next task that we are going to do is, as I've told you, we have this data. Okay. So we have this data with us. What we need to do is, so we need to go for wealth per year. Okay. So we need to calculate wealth per year. So at the end of the day, you should get this data. Okay. At the end of the day, you should get this data. So how will I get this data? What are the formulas that I should work with? Okay. So that I need to understand. So first of all, wealth per year. Okay. So wealth per year. Now, for example, if I am saying age 74. Okay. So age 74 and 211. So what I am just doing, I'm just dividing these two, that's it. Okay, I'm just dividing these two. So 211 divided by 74, 212 divided by 51, 213 divided by 59. Okay, so that is what this question is. Okay, so to do this, you must divide the wealth by age and then copy the formula down. Okay, so that is the question here. So what you are doing here? So you are going for is equal to, so what you are dividing? So you are dividing wealth by age. That's it. Okay, so how much you got? You got 2.85. So 2.85. So what is your age? What is your wealth per year now? Wealth per year is 2.85. Okay, so what is the wealth per year here? Wealth per year is 2.85. Okay, so 2.85 is the wealth per year. Okay, right. So I think everything is clear here. Okay, wealth per year is this. Okay, now I can just drag and drop. Okay, so I can just drag and drop and match the data. If you just match the data with the answer, what you observe? You observe the same results. Okay, so 2.85, 4.16, 3.61, 2.74, 2.34, 3.22, 2.68, 2.63, 3.37, 3.28. So these are the data that we wanted to get. Okay, then the next question is to get the total and the average. So what is the total and the average? Total wealth per year and the average. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to go for the total. So what is the total here? Total is nothing but sum. Okay, so what I can do here, I can go for the auto sum. Can go for the auto sum. So here you, if you observe, it is automatically selected. So you can even select on your own. Suppose if I'm just giving here, select the total column, say auto sum, and then you can give this here, and then you can say enter. So 30.0, 30.88. So 30.88. So what is the value here? The value is 30.88. So we got the wealth per year. Okay, so 30.88, right? So this is the way that we are getting the total. So if you want to see the answer, so here 30.88. Okay, so in that way you are looking at the total. Then coming to the average. So what is average basically? So average is like here, if you can click, so we have the average. So average of this. So what is the average of this? Average of this is 3.09. So this is how you can calculate the things. Okay, 3.09. So 3.09 is the average. 30.88 is the 30.88 is the total of all this wealth. 3.09 is the average of all this wealth. Okay, so hope it is clear, everyone. So this is how we are going to take the things. Okay, right. So this is the second task. Okay, second task, and what we need to do is we need to save it now. Okay, so in order to save it, as you know, we have the option go to file, save as, go to data analytics, and just richest people answer, right? So like this. So now it is saved, it is saved as richest people answer. So in this way you can work with the formulas. Okay, so first you have to understand the question perfectly. Once you understand the question perfectly, things will be easy. Okay, right. Next, coming to the third task. So what is the third task here? Basic formula including totals, telephone call statistics. So this data I should type it now very quickly. So if you have a laptop open, you can also do the typing work. Okay, so and I recommend every day you sit in front of the laptop and do the stuff. Okay, so that will be useful for you. So otherwise it will be like practice theory, it will be difficult. Okay, now what are the columns required here? Name, number of calls, hours worked, calls per hour, bonus. Okay, so first we will make our data ready. So to go for a new file, I can say file new. So I can go for all this data very quickly. Okay, right. So first let me give name, number, calls. Okay, so next hours worked, and then I'll say calls per hour, and I'll say the next one. So you can just drag it and say bonus. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, and then so first I will fill Angus, number of calls 42, hours worked 5. Okay, next Penelope 6 4. Okay, so next Jethro 39 and 6. Next Mirabel 15 6. Then Ophelia 2 calls 7 hours. Okay, next Horatio. So Horatio calls 91 hours 6. Okay, so and the total. Okay, so now let's see what are the things that we need to do. So in cell D2, create a formula using the number of calls divided by hours worked. So what is the next column required? Column calls per hour. So calls per hour. So what is the next column required? Calls per hour. So in calls per hour, what I will do? I will go for number of calls. What is number of calls? 42. So and hours worked. Hours worked. Number of calls divided by hours worked. Where is number of calls? B2. Where is hours worked? C2. So that is why what we can say is equal to, always equal to is important. So equal to, so what I can do, number of calls divided by hours worked. Okay, right. So now just you can drag and drop. Okay, so 8.4, 1.5, 6.5, 2.5, 0.2, 15.16. So what I got here, I got number of, calls, calls per hour. So calls per hour, calls per hour, calls per hour. So 8.4 calls per hour, 1.5 calls per hour, 6.5 calls per hour, 2.5 calls per hour, 0.28 calls per hour, and 15 calls per hour. Okay, so in that way, right. So copy the formula down. Okay, so it is as simple as that. So now what we have to do is create a formula using, okay, so bonus. So what is the bonus that we can do? So bonus is calls per hour into 1.75. So what is the bonus? Calls per hour into 1.75. So where I have to do the formula here? Bonus is equal to calls per hour into 1.75. So this calls per hour, this one, okay, and 1.75 is a static value that you have to give. Okay, so is equal to, okay, into Right, so 14.7. Okay, so 14.7, so you can simply, right. So what is the bonus now? 14.7, 2.625, 11.3. Okay, so in this way you are going to have the things. Okay, so that is the way that you are going to get the things. So then again you can save this as, okay, so you can go to data analytics again, and you can go for, so telephone call stats. Okay, telephone call stats. Okay, so you have done, so what you have done, you have done calls per hour and you have given bonus. Okay, so these two things you have done. So these are the things that you have to do. Okay, so now if you are okay, I'll show this and I want you to perform the task and show me. Yes, please open your laptops. If you have, please open your laptops and I want you to do this task and show me right now.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so weekly chocolate consumption. Okay, so weekly chocolate consumption. So then what I need to do here, so I can say quantity, so price each, total, okay, so flake, and I'll say crunchy, I'll say Mars bar, I'll say arrow, and I'll say total consumed. Okay, so quantity, so 1326. Okay, so 1326. So price, so 0.36, 0.2, 0.42, 0.39. Okay, right. So now if you want to make a border like this, so you can select this and you can go for border. Okay, so like this also you can, oh sorry, so here, yeah, sorry, so here you can go for the border also, right? So like this you can go for the border. Okay, now coming to the formulas. Okay, so flake total, quantity into price each. Okay, so flake total is how much? Flake total is quantity into price each. So quantity into price each, so 1 into 0.36. Okay, so is equal to, so what is quantity? 1 into 36. Okay, so 0.36, so 0.36. Right, so now we can go for this, right? Okay, next VAT. So VAT total is total into 17.5. So total into 17.5 means is equal to total into 17.5, right? Okay. So now, so 6.3, I can just do this. So now this is what it is. Okay. Right. So then flake final. So it is flake final total plus back total. So total plus back total. So is equal to total plus back total. Okay. So here you can. So in this way you can get the details done. Okay. And finally you have to save it as, okay, so finally you have to auto sum. Okay, auto sum in the sense total consumed. So total consumed, so you can go for the final total. So you can just go for auto sum, as you know it, done. Okay, so in this way you got the details done. Okay, so these are the tasks that I wanted to make you do. So I'll also be sending you these tasks and one more new task also with file. So I want you to at least do this. Okay, so that you can get some confidence. Okay, so Excel is like easy one only. So hopefully you will do that. Okay, so because without practicing, without doing the tasks, I don't think you will get Excel. Okay, so hope everyone is understanding my point. Okay, so if I am only saying, it will be like one side. Okay, so I want you people to practice. I'll be sending that file to my HR team. So my HR team will be passing it to you. So please do that. Okay, right. So thank you for your time. So because without practice, I cannot say you much. So next we will go for the other things in our next session. Thank you.